satellite. Body love in every size. Feel the vibe and energize. No shame, no fear, just joy. Every curve we deploy. You hit play, let's make some noise. Oh, Chubs go wild, living free, living style. Turn it up, turn it loud. Chubs gone wild. Big hearts, big love, big dreams. Breaking molds, tearing seams. Together we're the ultimate team. Oh, Chubs go wild. Feel the pride, feel beguiled. This is us unreconciled. Chubs go wild.
Hey there, welcome to another Chubs Gone Wild. It is episode 604, recorded on Monday, August 16th, 25th. Jumped a week there. 2025. It is 97 degrees outside and sunny here in Chubland, where it is a mere 67 days until Halloween. It is almost time to get out those 2 boxes of holiday decorations and Halloween it up. It's also 122 days till Christmas, but those 12 boxes of decorations can wait a little bit. Anyway, it is also 7 days until Labor Day. Do you have plans for Labor Day?
Nothing yet.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
What do you know?
What?
Make it sound like you know something.
Well, just that we were invited to hang out at, a friend's house and stare at each other as we do. Um, but before we do that, before we think about our plans, we need to take a moment to center ourselves, breathe.
Except, I'm a little upside down about today's affirmation.
Yeah, I don't know exactly why I did that, but I went to try to fix it and then I'm like, fuck, I can read upside down. Who cares? So, yeah. All right. I can work miracles in my life and begin to do so now. All right, so the first miracle is we're no longer a fascist regime. And, oh, okay, wait. Anyway, I guess I can't work that big of a miracle so soon, but I'll work on it. Maybe. All right, let's talk about Patreon, shall we? It offers folks a way to support creators and receive rewards not open to the general public, like my Life in Fragments podcast, videos, books, more fun things like that. And we want to thank our amazing, wonderful current patrons, Clint, Nephi, Nick, DJ Sausage from the Universe, who I don't think even listens, but whatever. Scott, Eric, Sean, Charles, Phoenix Dave, Brother Senatus, Kingsley, Kathy Bacon, and Moose P. And please visit patreon.com/Matt Burlingame to find out how you can become a supporter of the show and a member of the Patreon community for as little as $1 a month. And you might want to jump in there now if you want to participate in some of the Halloween fun that I am planning for our patrons. So I'll just leave it at that. But yes, we'll have some fun stuff coming up just for that, just for them. Okie dokie. Now I'll get an email from DJ going, I listen. Why would you say that? All right. Well, today is a very historical day. On August 25th, 1835, the Great Moon Hoax began, with the New York Sun publishing the first of 6 sensational articles claiming discovery of life on the moon. Girl. In 1875, Captain Matthew Webb, Matthew, made the historic first successful swim across the English Channel, taking nearly 22 hours. Okay. In 1916, President Woodrow Wilson signed the
Woodrow.
what did
Even
I? Oh, our dear friend, our dear sweet Woodrow. Yes, signed the Organic Act, creating the National Park Service to preserve America's natural and historical treasures. And of course, that's now being destroyed. In 1944, there was a liberation of Paris that happened by Allied forces after more than 4 years of Nazi occupation. And if you want to know more about that, there's a show called Allo Allo that you can look up on BritBox. In 1950, President Harry Truman ordered the U.S. Army to take control of the nation's railroads amid a looming strike. In 1939, the beloved film The Wizard of Oz premiered in U.S. theaters, dazzling audiences with its Technicolor vision. And then,
though even though it was a big failure.
oh, yeah, I heard that, but oh, it's sad. It's not a failure now. In 1984, Truman Capote, the author of the pioneering true crime novel In Cold Blood, dies at age 59 in Los Angeles. Isn't it interesting that he wrote so many novels and yet that's the one that he is like people think that he just didn't write anything else but that.
See, I always think of him with Breakfast at Tiffany's.
And I always think about the like the A Christmas Memory and those, about his growing up years. I actually read a biography that his longest term lover, who you might remember from the show Swans, the one who was just like, finally, I give up on you, whatever, um, wrote about him. I actually read the whole thing. It's very thick, very, very thick.
That's what she said.
Mm, no comment. All right, guess what? It is Instant Ramen Day because one of the things that you may not know was that today was the day that the person in Japan who created the modern instant ramen actually like created it. Yeah. Also, it's Kiss and Make Up Day. Do you have to wait a whole year? Hope you don't fight tomorrow. Then you have to wait a whole year. It's also Motorist Consideration Day. Have you considered a motorist today? No? Alrighty. It's National Banana Split Day.
No, thank you.
La 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 la. You don't remember that show, is that right? You don't remember the
No, I
Banana
do.
Split?
I was a card-carrying member of the Banana
Okay.
Splits.
Thank goodness. I did that.
No, I still have my card.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is really awesome. I mentioned it to several people, like the theme song of the Banana Splits. They had no freaking idea. I'm like, you're practically the same age I am. How do you not know the Banana Splits? Anyway, so I'm
Maybe
glad.
they didn't have TV.
No, they had TV. I think they just had Friends.
Oh,
Anyway, National Park Service Founders Day. We know why now. It is also National Secondhand Wardrobe Day. Do you have any secondhand clothing?
it all looks like it's secondhand, but no.
Yeah, I
You
don't
can't really find secondhand clothing when everyone else is thinner than you.
think you.
Well, except for
Although
you,
I was going to say,
you know.
although I do have a couple shirts that you gave me.
Oh
So,
yeah, and I got a shirt that you gave me.
yeah, cool. And then we have National Whiskey Sour Day. Do you like whiskey sours?
I do not.
Yeah, I do not either.
I'm not a brown liquor fan.
Well, I'm not going to say anything about that. We're just going to move on. I think birthdays at some point. Come on, Facebook. There we go. Happy birthday to Lance, one of our local nonprofit organization people. Also, happy birthday upcoming to Brian, actor Todd Masterson. Actually, he was a writer. You might remember him from writing stuff from like the Big Gay Sketch Show, etc., etc. Also, we have actor Paj, one of our amazing divas, Miss Diva. She was our female Mrs. Renfield from the second Countess Dracula. We also have Mr. Michael, Brian, Daniel, Kendrick, George, Mark, Bianca, to learn how to say that one. We also have Noel Christian, Linda Addison, I think that's author Addison Albright. We have Jedediah, AW, John, and Kathy. Happy birthday, y'all. All right. Well, we did get a little something in our feedback this time. Sean threw us a bone and said, I'm not retired, but I am self-employed and have a lot of flexibility with my time. Lacking rigid daily structure can have drawbacks, but I almost never have to set a wake up alarm, which is very nice. It is very nice. I usually have to do it when one or the other of us schedules an early morning appointment thinking, oh, that should be fine. But other than that, I'm good. All right.
Okay.
All right, so let's send out some chub hugs, starting with Mr. Well, I want to send out, we both should, but to our patron, Scott, who just had surgery actually up here in Sacramento this last week. He had to have, well, I don't know if he really wants to go into
Yeah,
the
it's HIPAA,
details.
girl.
So let's just
HIPAA.
say that he had some really serious surgery, and we're glad that he's, on the mend. How about you?
Yeah, I'm glad he's on the mend too.
Well, yeah, but you have any chub hugs you want to send out?
Um, well, I have been unfortunately going headfirst into the YouTube Trump thing.
Yes.
So yeah, so to all the just oh my God. I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm.
I feel bad for the people who are kissing his ass. I really do. Now, did you see the South Park this week?
I saw the clips that
Well, yeah, because they've got all these, world people coming in and going, "Oh, here's a gift for you. You're so handsome. You're such a great president, and you don't have a small penis."
thank you, guy. Yeah.
And then Tally, poor Tally, poor Tally.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, it just basically, I mean, it just goes out to everybody because we're all affected by this insanity.
Yeah. It
And if we
really.
did, honestly, if we didn't have Gavin Newsom making us laugh in South
Uh-huh.
Park, I don't know what we'd do.
Did you see the one today about him like a AI image of him holding a flagpole and talking about, grab him by the flagpole
No,
and
but I did see him riding a shark
oh,
with an American flag, and then he goes into Mar-a-Lago, and a little girl runs out of the room, and Trump runs behind her with no pants on.
oh God. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, it was a lot.
Yep. All right. Well, let's move into news. Some different kind of news. Kind of. Self-described proud transphobe Representative Nancy Mace, a Republican, of course, from South Carolina. Sorry, South Carolinians. Canceled a speaking engagement moments before it was set to begin because, well, she expected about 100 people to show up because it was hosted by a hate group called Moms for Liberty. and only 8 people showed up. So she said, "Fuck this! I'm the candidate for Southern California or South Carolina governor. I'm out. Fuck this." So yeah, I did enjoy how our future president Gavin Newsom did misgender her and called her a man. Hmm.
Well, I did like the fact that he refers to this the House, the White House spokesperson as Carol Lyon.
Uh-huh.
I like that.
And it's true. Oh my God. Like it just pours out of her mouth.
Well, it's just garbage, 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 buzzwords, garbage, garbage, garbage,
Uh-huh.
garbage.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
Uh, all right. I mean, I actually can't stand her more than that other broad who was there for the first one. What's her name? She's somebody's daughter. You remember
Yeah,
talking about? Okay.
yeah,
I'm sure most people know who I'm talking about. So,
yeah. She's now the governor of
uh,
Arkansas.
yeah, exactly. All right. The federal government has ended a major grant for California sex education over the state's refusal to eliminate trans and gender identity content from course materials. A letter from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services to the California Department of Public Health states that the funded programs and services include gender ideology, which is outside the scope of the statute. They they
Yeah,
can't
well,
make it go away just
that's
because they
okay.
want.
No, what we'll do is we'll take that money that we
Hmm.
normally send to the feds and we'll spend it on that, and the feds won't get that money.
Yep, I'm fine with that. I'm fine
Yeah.
with that. I mean, we support literally like 32 states. So anyway, hey, we have a listener question for our listeners this time, and you had suggested this, so I'll let you talk about it.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay. So you had suggested last time that we ask our listeners how long that they have been together in their relationships because
Oh, okay.
we've
So,
had, it-
okay. Okay.
I
There's
guess,
your question.
I guess. All right. So yeah, if you want to send us an email, chubsgonewild@gmail.com or well, I guess that's the best way to do it. Basically, just tell us how long you've been together with your partner and, how that's going. So, because Tom had a milestone this year, last week. What was it?
Saturday.
Saturday. What was it? Or do you want to talk
Um,
about it during your week?
I don't care.
Okay.
I went to McCooney's again,
Yay!
twice in a week.
That's where I married you to your husband.
Um, the second we went to two different McCooney's. The second one actually, the food was so good on Saturday. It was good
Mhm.
on Monday, Tuesday, but it was better on Saturday.
Nice. Okay.
We had almost exactly the same thing, but we did veer a little bit. We got two different kinds of rolls that we don't normally get, and they were both excellent.
Mhm.
And we didn't get the tempura, and we didn't get the barbecued tuna, but
Hmm.
we did get the Brussels sprouts and the mushrooms.
And ugh, Brussels sprouts. And why did you go there? We didn't actually get to that point.
Yeah, yeah, we did.
When we mentioned that it was your milestone 20th anniversary?
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move into something a little more sad, which would be celebrity deaths.
Well, we only had one celebrity that died this last week.
Oh,
I mean, because I'm not going to post when somebody's mother dies of some celebrity's mother. It's like, no,
it
that's not a celebrity death.
matters to
So,
them.
Well, then they can read it on their podcast. Okay, Jerry Adler, best known for playing mobsters um, on shows like The Sopranos. He
Hmm.
died at 96. If you see him, you've seen him in everything, probably from the 70s on. I mean,
Hmm.
he's been around that long. Just hey, we need an Italian that could play a gangster. Okay, call in Jerry. So
Yeah.
yeah, 96 years old.
Wow.
Good run.
Hmm. And
Now let me tell
now,
you about my week.
yeah.
Okay. Well, let me start right away with Big Brother.
Hmm.
Okay, so um, last week there was a big talk on the internet
Hmm.
because Riley, he's the cowboy, the skinny cowboy who keeps running around in sweatpants, and I guess you can see his wiener. I don't know.
Oh,
They don't show it on. I think you have to see it on the overnights.
okay.
Anyway, he was. He's the one that was like to this Catherine, this one girl. He's like, I will take care of you. I I will always love you. And basically everyone online is going, yeah, and he wants to wear her skin. We know where this is going. He's just he's a Stockholm syndrome kind of guy. You know, I'm the only one that can take care of you in here. I'll protect you. You don't have to worry. It was
Oh,
creepy.
that's
He's a
creepy.
creeper. So he ended up leaving this week. Hallelujah.
Hmm.
It was just, first of all, he's got that, what's his name? Benson Boone, that singer.
Oh, yeah.
That stupid mustache, skinny,
Oh.
wears horrible clothes, bad
Oh.
hair. He's either trying to get that look or he just unfortunately was born with it. But so anyway, he's gone, and I'm glad. And so this week, Vince is the new head of household, and he put up a bunch of people who are pissed at him now. So we'll see what happens. On the snake, we're down. We had a double elimination. Not that anyone cares. Next week's the finale. I'm just waiting for it to be over with. Um, David Chang, Live with David Chang is back on Netflix. That's the cooking show. And they had Joel Kim Booster and Joel Montang, yeah,
Yeah, that
um,
guy. Hmm.
True Blood.
Yeah.
And he brought his Chihuahua with him. Little teeny Chihuahua sitting on his lap the
Oh.
whole time. And so it was really funny because he's so big and that little dog was so tiny. I always like it when big men have teeny little dogs.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Um, anyway, but it was fun. He was doing it on sandwiches. The whole show was based on elevating sandwiches, so that was it was good. It's always a fun show. Um, they're so desperately trying to get people to watch live, though. That's what's really funny,
Yeah.
because I don't want to watch it live. Because it's 4 o'clock. I think it's 4 o'clock in the West Coast,
Hmm.
and yeah, I'll wait. Project Runway. They got rid of the last week. They got rid of the guy who his clothes are really cool, but it's all he does all that puffy coats and like misshaped stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but he was really good at it. But it was mostly what do you call it when it could be men or women can wear it?
Unisex?
Yeah, yeah, it's very unisex. And Project Runway is, let's face it, it's a gown show.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
it's we want formals and we don't want tuxedos, okay? And
Mm.
unless they have that as the episode, but
Right.
it's always women's clothes. And so everything he did, pretty much could be worn by a woman as well.
Mm.
So he needed to go. Although a lot of people are very pissed off that he left.
Huh.
Um, Twisted Metal, we're a week away from the finale. I don't know if this is the end of it because it's based on a video game that there was a race, and so we're almost in the we haven't even really started the race yet. They kind of did, then they didn't. I hope we actually get a race out of this, unless they're going to go, okay, third season, that's the race.
Uh,
Um, so Eye on the Storm, which Timothy has suggested for me because he knows I like disaster shows. This is the documentary. They had two
yeah.
big ones. They had a Texas tornado on May 2nd, 2024, that just devastated a bunch of places. It was crazy. And then the second one we watched was Hurricane Helena and Milton, the two that went into Tampa one after another, like in the same week,
Mm.
and basically just leveled everybody. Anybody that was on the shore was no longer living on the shore. Their
Wow.
house was somewhere inland. It
Mm.
was weird because they had a lot of people that we're gonna sit it out. We're gonna make through this storm, and the surge was like at 10 feet at some point.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, it was touching roofs, sometimes above the rooftops. A lot of people have the stilted housing, so they're up higher, because they want to get a better view anyway. And
Yeah.
but then a lot of those people were staying. Some of them didn't make it either, but they were filming, going, "Oh, okay, there goes those houses," and they just floated away. So
Mhm.
it was very cool. It's a really well-made show. They kind of focus on three or four different storylines that are going on, and that
Mhm.
they have a lot of video coverage on.
Mm.
So it's fun. Well, not fun. It's horrible. It's tragic, but I
Right.
love it. Okay, South Park. So, um, poor Tally gets sent to um, uh, Washington to ask um, uh, Trump to raise the or lower marijuana from being a stage 1 drug to being a stage 5 drug. And so he sends them there, and what happens is that Tally ends up becoming the gift for Donald, and we see him later covered in cum. So very sad for Tally. He's just become a cum towel for Donald Trump.
Dear.
But what was interesting, we were watching Bill Maher this week, and somebody asked him about that, about the marijuana thing, and he
Mm.
goes, "Well, we're looking into that." And so Bill Maher made this really interesting point. He goes, "Okay, Trump's not a really religious man, but he's got the religious vote, so that gives
Mhm.
him, like 10% of people are going to vote for him on one issue alone, and that's that he wants to bring, the Bible back or abortion, whatever it is."
Right.
Okay, then he goes after a different group, okay, like the bro group.
Mm.
He did all the podcasts,
Yeah.
so he goes after them. That gets him another 7%. Okay, then he goes after the pot smokers. Oh, that gives him another 2%. And he keeps just gathering up these small groups. Mothers Against Drunk Drivers gets
Yeah.
those in there. So you can kind of see that he's building up his percentage by these single issue
Voters.
voters.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
it's it's fascinating. When he was explaining it, I'm like, oh my God, that's exactly what he's doing. That
Yeah.
is crazy. And people, basically, if you get your one issue taken care of, then okay, I'll vote for him. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I know, I know.
I know. But yeah,
But
you're right.
anyways, fascinating.
Short-sighted.
This week on the Great Food Truck Race, we ended
Yeah.
up getting rid of the cheesesteak boys. They're going home. They're going back to New York. Thank goodness. They were all bros. They're
Oh.
all in. They've got on those old, like the shirts the garage guys used to wear with their name tags on them.
Oh
And
yeah.
then underneath it, they had tank tops. And so the one problem that they made was they never went for the sex appeal, because
Oh, were they
because
hot?
they one was, I mean, they're okay looking,
Yeah.
but they all had good bodies. And so take off shirts and run around in tank tops, and you're going to attract at least people, get their attention. Oh,
Right.
maybe I do want a cheesesteak. Ha ha ha. So, but they didn't, and they went home. Glad to see him go.
Well,
Too much testosterone for me. I just, it's like I grow bored of that kind of bullshit.
yeah.
Um, uh, Alien Earth, we had episode three. I think first of all, it looks great.
Uh-huh.
They've got a decent storyline. I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with it.
Yeah.
Okay, now Brian's going to give me shit about this, but there's a new show on Hulu called "Are You My First?"
Mm.
And I, for some reason, I turned on my TV and it said, "Oh, did you want to finish watching Are You My First?" And I'm like, "Oh God, did I start watching that? When did I watch that?" So I started watching it from where it came in, or I guess where I had finished watching it the night before,
Right.
and it was like something I noticed. It's because it's a brand new thing.
Hmm.
Nobody is like with I Kissed a Boy. Um, the second season was so they were putting in way too much effort to get control of the storylines and the timing, of their time
Right.
on television.
Hmm.
And this one, they're just kind of fumbling around, and it seems more natural, and they're not. I'm not hating everybody,
Okay.
so it's I mean, it's nothing worth watching, but if you need some time to fill, it does that, um and it's funny because after I guess it was the second day, they brought us some new people, some new girls, and come to find out that a lot of the guys are Mormons.
Huh.
So,
What's the premise of the show though?
well, they're all virgins, and
Okay.
they want to meet the person that's going to be their first.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And as far as movies, as I told you last week, I saw Weapons. But this week we watched Kind of Pregnant, which is, I think it was Netflix. I could be wrong. But it's with Amy Schumer, and her best friend gets pregnant, and she wants to be pregnant, and so she happens to be out with her best friend, and she tries on one of those belly bumps that you can
Oh,
wear. That
right.
she
Okay.
Right, and so she tries it on, and everyone goes, "Oh my God, you look so good with it!" So she steals it from the store, and she starts wearing it and ultimately meets this really nice guy, and he thinks she's pregnant, and she gets way too deep before she has to expose herself, um basically. But it had its moments that were pretty funny, and Will Forte is um the
Oh.
prospective boyfriend, and so we got to see him without his shirt on, and I'm okay with that too.
Ew.
Let's see. We did watch Zombies 2.
Oh
So,
yeah.
this explained where the werewolves came in,
Hmm.
because I had actually said to Sean, I go, well, when we saw four, there were aliens, there were vampires, there were werewolves, there were, I think there were fairies, there were, there, uh, when did that happen? And so here in number two, we get the werewolves, and at the very end, aliens. Okay, so I'm sure three is going to be aliens and vampires.
What you got the forward that I sent you?
Yes.
Yeah, that was kind of sad. I don't know anything about the show, but since you mentioned it, and then all of a sudden it started popping up in my feed, so
Well, he mentioned it because he did the oh, what is it? The ones where all the different people are related. The Descendants. He did the Descendants.
oh right.
So he did Descendants one, two, three, and I think four.
Hmm.
And he said that that was popping at the same time the zombie shows were
Hmm.
coming out, and they actually toured together, Zombies and Descendants, at their little, Disney loves to do their concerts,
Right.
And I'll tell you, and Zombies 2, the music was much better than in number one.
Mm,
And number four, I don't remember the music, but two has some decent music in it.
right.
But
Oh,
it's these constant group numbers where everybody's got to it's a big dance number. If I'm sorry, but if we have to have dance numbers where there's 20 or 30 people dancing, it's too
mhm.
many. It's too many.
Yeah, well, the thing that I thought was kind of sad too is that one of the actors that was so popular in it actually died after like the first or second one.
Yeah, that was the Descendants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was sad.
Well, yeah, but it happens. It's life.
Well, right. It's just, when they're younger, like Michelle Trachtenberg, it's just like, oh, wow, really? Okay.
Well, but she was not young.
No, but she was only in her 30s, I think.
I know, but the kid was in his teens.
Yeah, younger.
Okay, so um, when we were in San Diego, Sean had watched K-pop Demon Hunters,
Ooh,
and which is huge right now. I don't know if you know about it.
love
It's
K-pop.
on Netflix. The album is like charting,
Mm,
which, as you heard from the Kenny Ortega, up until High School Musical, there hadn't been really charting
mm,
um, musical, and then I guess then Glee came after that and stuff. So,
yeah.
yeah, so it's charting right now. And Sean goes, "Yeah, that song Golden, that's on the charts right now. It's you can hear it on the radio." And so he said we should watch K-pop Demon Hunter again. And I said, "Well, I only heard it the first time, so yeah, let's watch it." So we watched that, and that was good. But it's hugely because Joel where is he? Joel Kim
Oh, yeah.
Booster. He's one of the voices in it. So, and I did look. They've got it's almost all Asian voices.
Great.
So yeah, it's just nice.
Yeah.
Um, and then we've got and then so there has been like well there hasn't been much on television.
Yep.
So we watched the first three Harry Potters so far this week.
Oh,
And right now
Harry
they're
Potter.
on Peacock and they've added extra scenes.
Oh,
So scenes that have been cut out that you could only get in like the director's cut and shit like that.
uh-huh.
They're in there because I remember how long number three was, and this was like 10, 15 minutes longer than it was in theaters. So,
Wow.
it's kind of fun looking for those scenes because you'll be like going, I don't remember this. Wait,
Uh,
was this it? Oh, this must be one of those scenes
mm,
that they sometimes it's like they have a little like right before Snake comes in
mm,
and uh and is all bitched out.
mm.
They have the kids fucking around before that. And so then he comes in and it's yeah. So, but it's been fun. I do enjoy checking out the Harry Potters from time to time, and I don't care. I am looking forward to the series because I want to see the house elves. I want to see that storyline in number
Yeah,
season four.
that would be good to do.
And the hair is coming in great. I'm
Ah.
still waiting to get some height in the front.
Hmm.
Um, so and my left knee has been great, and my right knee is still bothering me, but less. So
Wow.
it's repairing. I went to Costco and to Rancho San Miguel yesterday, so it was a lot of walking, but I did it.
That's really great.
Yeah, it's I did get tired though.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's interesting. Um, so yeah, let's see. I'm looking at my steps for yesterday.
Hmm.
I had almost 3,000.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
Like a mile.
Yeah, but I
Hmm.
know it should be more.
Oh,
But
yeah. Some of these bitches that are able to do 10,000 plus, and I just admire them for it, and I think that's really great, but I'm just not there. And then one of our dear friends was doing like 11 to 14,000 a day and blew out his knee. So,
And what?
oh well. His knee got all messed up.
Yeah, I know
So,
how that is.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you for telling us about your week. As for me, well, I didn't get to too much media-wise this week. Um, the I've been working on projects and different things, playing through some of the new WoW expansion when I have a moment to. Well, not expansion, but like just new content. Um, And then we had an episode where our pup, she's having some weird coughing thing going on where she just will have, I don't know, 5, 10 minutes or more where she's just doing this kind of cough, and we don't know whether it's a trachea issue or whether it's something else going on. Every time we've taken her to the vet for it before. But of course, she wasn't doing it at the vet, so they aren't able to diagnose. So I'm trying to get like a video of it, but she seems to be doing better today, thankfully. But yeah, the other night it was pretty bad. Um, but it's like her mood's fine. Her everything is just normal except for the cough. So I don't know. Anyway, um. What else was going on? I got to see my stepmother in the hospital. Went to visit her. She was doing good, and so hopefully she'll be able to go home tomorrow. She's been in there for almost 2 weeks now with breathing issues. Um, and yeah, that's the basics of what I've been doing outside of anything else. Excuse me. I was had to pause to cough. Um, Picking it up myself. All right. Well, media wise, I also watched Alien Earth. I've not seen the third episode yet. I was intrigued. I think it has a potential to be really good. So I definitely want to stick with it and see more episodes. And then let's see. I am currently watching Doctor Who: The Martha Years, which is season three, I think, or series three of Doctor Who, and the second series of David Tennant. And she gets so much hate, and I just don't know why. She's like one of the companions that people just are like, oh, she was horrible. I'm like, why? The only thing that they did poorly with her in this season is that they made her have too much of a thank you, have too much of a crush on him too quickly. Because it was like by the second episode she was in that she was starting to like kind of give vibes that she's like, oh, it could be something more. And he's still pining over Rose not being there. So I don't know. I don't know why they decided to add that to the story. It takes away from it. But other than that, Martha was fun. I mean, Martha walked around the entire world in like 5 years or something like that to like save humanity. Come on, give the character some grace. And then of course I continued my Jason Statham movie determination to watch all of the movies he's been in. And this one I watched The Bank Job, which I believe was from like 2008-ish. And it's British. And it is based on a true story where basically the a C I don't know, their MI whatever undercover basically hired the him and his cohorts to rob a bank, which basically was they rented a building, they jackhammered all the way down across the street into the bank, and came up through the vault in the bottom so that they could rob the bottom part of it, so that they could recover. Well, they didn't know this; it was one of their people on the inside that knew it. That some pictures of one of the princesses who had a wild weekend and had gotten pictures taken of it. Anyway, true story. Um, and well, it wasn't the best of movies. It wasn't bad. It was a nice little hey, it's Saturday, it's Sunday afternoon, and what do you want to watch type movies. But it's not something that you want to sit there and do a Saturday night you know, festival with. It's no Harry Potter. Anyway, so that's basically it for me this week. So let's answer this question. You're out to dinner with your friends when the bill comes. One of them forgets their wallet again. They promise to pay you back, but this is the third time. Do you cover the cost, call them out at the table, or wait or quietly let it slide?
There wouldn't be a third time.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
No, I've actually had one of these people, and somebody would always cover for them, and so they always did it. It's always like, oh my God, I only have $1.50, and my dinner was $10. And I'd be like, ooh, well, you better get washing those dishes, girl.
Yeah, I don't know, unless you're like somebody that's just on the run, distracted. And I'm not considering that this is the third time. I'm saying if this is the first time, how do you go into a situation like that and order and everything else and not notice that you don't have money? Eh. So
Right, especially nowadays when, your phone, you've got your phone there, so
yeah,
that's got
yeah. Venmo, you
information
got
on it.
Apple Pay, you got
Right.
all your
It,
stuff.
yeah, I don't believe you.
Right.
You're a cheap bastard and you're trying to get us to pay your way. Fuck you, get out.
Right. And there's a chance it depends on how close some no, that's the thing is it wouldn't have happened a third time. I would have if they did this a second time by the third, I would have been like, so you have your wallet with you, right? So you have money, right? So, and I wouldn't do it in a mean way, but I would
Oh,
do
I
it in
would.
a I wouldn't do it in a mean way. I would do it in a
You
pointed
just did it in a
way.
mean way.
I'd telling you I would do it in a pointed way. So it's not mean, but it's look, bitch, you know? All right. Hey, love it or hate it. Beyonce's country era.
I have not heard anything off the album.
Sorry.
I
I
know,
bet
isn't
I
that
bet you've
weird?
heard the one song and just not realized.
What's the one song?
Uh that Texas Hold'em. It ain't Texas. Blah, blah, blah. It's probably been on a commercial or something. You've heard it on at least.
I don't see commercials.
Oh, what are you, me? All right. Well, okay. So if you don't know anything about it, that's fine. So you abstain. For
I mean,
me,
I love the fact that she finally won the Grammy for Best Album.
mhm,
I love the fact that she went in and did I always thought that it seemed unfair that you couldn't have black people singing country songs. I mean, you
yeah,
do have Darius Rucker and you had Charlie
Charlie
Pride
Pride.
from the
Yeah,
old days, but otherwise it was kind of almost a taboo that black people can't sing country music and
right.
whatever. So, So that made me happy. But as far as the music itself, I don't know any of it. So
Yeah, I've only heard a couple of the songs and I thought they were absolutely fine. I can't say I love it or hate and but I definitely don't hate it. So, I'm just happy that she broke some barriers because like you said, those are barriers that need to be broken. It's ridiculous that that stereotype is still even there. All right. Well, hey Chubbs, Timothy wants to know, are you becoming more compassionate or more divided at the this current time in our nation's history?
well, I think I'm still plenty compassionate, but I'm divided in the sense that I don't hang out or associate with people who are MAGA.
Yeah.
I mean, and if I do know some MAGA people, and that's fine. We just don't talk. We don't bring up MAGA, and if we do, then we're done.
Hmm.
The conversation's over. I mean, I actually heard someone go, um, you know, that all these electric cars, we're not going to have any electricity to run our houses and our air conditioning because
Stupid.
the cars are going to steal all the electricity. And I heard them actually, which I told you, say that that we have no way of storing the energy anyway. Although I just put two panels on my house for Tesla panels. So I'm going to be storing my energy. It's called a fucking battery.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
just yeah, it's just the idiocy and the deceptions that bother me mostly. But the average person, I'll be fine. Let's just not talk about politics.
Yeah.
Let's talk
I
about Epstein.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
I have always been I think more compassionate than many. Um So my compassion is just as strong as ever. But when it comes to like that, like I have family members who I was tolerating, and when they did a third mega vote, I was just like, nope, sorry. I'm not even sorry. We're done. You just voted against everything good, everything normal, everything our country.
And it's not even the gay stuff.
No,
That's the
although
whole
that's
thing.
part of it, but still no.
Sure, sure, but it's for them, they're voting against their best interest, and I just can't allow
Mhm.
that.
Right.
Or
So,
I mean, I can't put up with that. You
no.
know, where it's the people who go, I want less government, and you can keep your hands off my Social Security and my Medicare and my Medicaid and my EDD and EPI and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So,
it's like that's all federal programs, girl.
so I guess in that sense, I'm much more divided because I won't even tolerate them now. So,
Right.
all right. Hey, Chubbs, Timothy wants to know, do you think privacy is already gone or do we still have control over it?
You have control over it, but you'll have to limit everything.
Hmm.
Your social media has to go away if you want control of your privacy.
Well, and you also don't can't sign on the web and you can't I mean they track the things you watch, they track I mean everything is tracked. If you go into the cookies app when you open a new web page and they're like, "Oh, you have to accept these cookies." You look at what the cookies are doing and you're like, "Oh, fuck that." So, I just basically kind of live as if everything is being tracked and watched at this point. So, whatever. I don't think I do anything interesting enough to, be watched. So whatever. Anyway, all right. Hey Chubbs, Timothy wants to know if the FBI asked you to wear a wire to incriminate a dangerous killer, do you think you could do it?
I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, I could if I actually knew what the situation was, and I was to the point of where I would be a part of that situation,
Hmm.
but I'm not going to go in going, "Hey, I want a cookie." I know, no,
Yeah.
it's just, yeah, it would depend on the situation and who I was dealing with.
Right. I was going to say it would depend, for me, it would depend on the situation and how important it was to be done. Um, and then, although, frankly, right now, considering who's in charge of the FBI, what they might consider a dangerous criminal might be somebody that I would just consider a pacifist.
Oh
So,
yeah, if it was
right now, probably not. I
the
would,
current folks, I would not even consider it.
no.
Um, and yeah, because I mean, who knows who they're, oh well, that Matthew, he's doing posts that the president does not like, so we need to get information on him, that kind of
Right.
shit. Because
Exactly.
that's kind of how, I mean, I've got to tell you, I get a little nervous about posting anymore,
Hmm.
just because the I mean, granted, I would think they'd probably go after, Hillary Clinton and Gavin Newsom before they go after me, but I don't know. You know,
Well, yeah, especially since they're expanding ICE and they're apparently building, they have plans to build about 1,000 detention centers in all the states right now. So at that point, you're just like, and who are they going to be putting in these? Hmm.
right.
So, all right, let's jump into I remember. I remember the first celebrity death that really impacted me.
Well, I mean, I would immediately go with Karen Carpenter. That was a big one for me. But one that really affected me happened just, well, within the last decade, and that was when Joan Rivers died.
Hmm.
Because I was heavy into Joan Rivers at that point. I was listening to her podcast. I was watching her, her TV stuff that she was doing. I think she was 81 and she was just so full of life. And
Yeah.
then she goes and gets some surgery done on a vocal cord and she dies during the surgery.
Yeah.
That really pissed me off and bothered me. So that one, that was huge for me. Did you know that um, in 1984 that Sunglasses Tonight was in the top 20?
Yeah.
You did know that.
Yeah, that was the year that it came out. Yeah.
Obviously. But
Yeah.
did you know it was this week?
No.
Okay, then take
Okay.
it as like, oh, that's really interesting. Thanks for sharing that with me instead of like, oh yeah, I knew that.
Wow. You didn't say it
Because
was
I
this
want to slap you
week.
now. I want to slap you because I was throwing you out a little something that I thought you'd like, and then you go, oh, of course, that was the year he brought it out.
Well, did you know that it was this week in 1977 that Karen Carpenter had a great hit?
No.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah.
So, see, I'm throwing you a bone.
No, you're not. You're being a dick.
Oh.
Move on. Move on.
So, this first celebrity death that really impacted me was probably River Phoenix. And it was because, of course, back then that was far before we had social media and everything was so readily accessible. But it was on the front, it was on, I think, the front page of the newspaper that I just opened the door, picked up the newspaper, and it said that he died. And he was pretty much the same age, maybe a year older than me. And yeah, it was just really got to me. But now, talking about emotional, some of the deaths that we've had in the past 5 years or so hit me a lot harder because they're people that we grew up with. They're people that we've had throughout our entire lives, and emotionally, uh, much more scarring. All right. Well, now let's start into one of our famous, most wonderful segments. What's in your lunchbox? And Mr. Moose, who has been traveling a little bit, uh, sent in quite a bit. So here we go. Are
Yay.
you ready? Some of these are just amazing. Starting with had rigatoni with a tomato cream sauce and sausage. Lots of fennel in the sausage. Sausage good, but a little acidic. Was surprised since cream usually calms the acid down in the tomatoes. I could have made a meal off of the garlic bread, toasty and buttery.
It looks good.
It looks beautiful. Fish tacos for lunch. The restaurant had homemade salsa that was really good. The fish was grilled with a hint of lime and a generous portion of hot pepper. Hmm. Stopped for a piece of cheesecake after the theater. Look at that cheesecake.
He does like his desserts.
Oh, thankfully. I mean, that is beautiful. Got spaghetti before the theater tonight. Was good. Mm,
It looks good.
good. A piece of carrot cake. Hard to see, kind of hard to see because it's in a paper boat. I don't know. From what I see, it looks really good. Carrot cake's actually my favorite cake.
Oh, it is now?
Girl.
Mhm.
Had a ham sandwich and the plate was full.
It
Mm,
was.
yes. Stopped in for a red velvet cake after the theater. Ugh. Mm. And then
Wait, what
finally,
is he seeing?
I don't
Is he in New
know,
York right
but
now?
whatever it is inspired a great piece of cake.
See,
Yeah, yeah.
He's on Blue Sky and I'm never on there or Blue
Oh,
Bird or whatever it's called.
yeah, he's been traveling again.
Shit, I gotta
Yeah.
look and see what he saw.
And then chicken soup before heading to the theater. Good soup. We'll have dinner after the show about 11. The soup had orzo and lots of chicken. Actually, and that looks beautiful. But I believe you saw Oh Mary.
Uh,
I know. All right. And then Mr. Tom wants to share with you his birthday dinner photos.
okay, so these are the birthday. I didn't take the anniversary ones because pretty much the same thing. So this was the Incredible roll, not as good as it usually is.
Hmm.
They did use a lot of the salmon roe across the top, which I do like a lot.
Yeah.
Next one is Brussels sprouts.
Ugh.
These were so yummy. Oh my God, they're so good. They what they do is they over um, whatever their seasoning is, they kind of burn it into it when they
Hmm.
sear the Brussels sprouts. So good. This next one is this is the pepperfin tuna,
Mm.
and they're tiny. They're thinly sliced. You put it on your tongue and press it against the top of your mouth, and it melts like butter.
Wow.
Yeah. Then we got the tempura vegetables. There's a couple shrimp in there.
Nice.
There's the mushrooms. They're they're stuffed mushrooms. They're stuffed with cream cheese and jalapeno, and and then they're deep fried. They're so good. And then here's the barbecue tuna,
Beautiful.
um, and then that is the Benjamin roll. And it's funny because we went into McCooney's 100 years ago, and there up on the special board was one called All About the Benjamin roll.
Mm.
It's all about the Benjamin's roll. So we went, okay, well, we'll try that. And then the next time we came in, it wasn't on the thing anymore. And we go, we were here a few months ago and we got the all about the Benjamin roll. And they go, oh, would you like that? And we go, yeah, we'll take that. And the next time we went in, it was on the menu.
Nice.
So, so
It was
we
because of you.
yeah, it was because of us, and it's my favorite roll that they have there. This last time like I said, we tried a couple different ones, the Spicy Johnny, which is a spicy tuna roll that's really good. And then it was like a Micha or Mecha roll, and I don't know what it had in it. I mean, why it was called that, but it had crunchiness, they had panko around it. They also had cream cheese. And so it was just this really savory, lovely, creamy roll, but it had a really nice texture to it. I like a little texture um, in my sushi rolls.
Hmm.
I just don't like it rice and fish. I want something that gives me a crunch. And so, yeah. And so, yeah, that was the birthday dinner. And then, like I said, almost the same thing for the anniversary dinner. Because if you go on your birthday, you get to spin the wheel for a prize. I got chopsticks, blah. And
Uh,
then we did get married there, so we like going on our anniversary, just because we got married at McCooney's.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful. Those just look great. All
Wait,
right.
who's in the hospital?
Well, that would be Scott,
Oh,
our patron. And he says, "Hi guys, Scott here, showing you what food I had in the hospital. This is some kind of beef dinner with green beans, yams, and applesauce for dessert. The dinner was very good. I didn't have pictures of the other meals, but one night I had rigatoni with cheese and broccoli. It was very good, even though I don't like broccoli. I tried to eat it anyway to be healthy. All breakfasts I had are really good, especially the scrambled eggs and hash browns. I'm surprised at how good hospital food is now.
yeah.
I was staying at Sutter on Capitol Avenue when Mark came to visit. He got his food from the cafeteria downstairs. They had some really good options. One day he had a chicken sandwich with French fries and said it was the best chicken sandwich he'd had in a long time. Another day he had a cheeseburger. Very delicious, he said. Sorry, not many photos. Well, thank you for the one photo and for letting us know how you're doing and what you're eating. Um, I that looks like a good
Yeah,
selection of
even
food there.
the green beans don't look canned. They looked
No.
fresh. So
Yeah.
that would be my only complaint. But and then I love the fact that they did the yams in little squares
Yeah.
so they cook faster and you probably get a sear on them. Um, yeah, yeah, that's it
Oh,
actually looked
milk.
decent. Because I remember um I mean what I remember of hospital food
Oh.
is bland
Uh-huh.
and boring. I can't, I don't know how else to put it. But it's nice. I'm glad he's at Sutter because, Sean works there. So not at that Sutter, but he works for Sutter.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm impressed. Even the food that my stepmother had while she was in there, I was just like, wow, that's much better than what I remember. All right, thank you, Mr. Scott, and keep healing. Let's go ahead and remind everybody to see all these photos over at facebook.com/chubsgonewild. Um, and then, of course, you can email us what's in your lunchbox at chubsgonewild@gmail.com. Find Tom's other podcasts at swannerandjudd.com. Find my other books and projects over at justkisstheguy.com. And find all of our links at allmylinks.com/chubsgonewild. And don't forget,
Well, if you watch us on YouTube, go ahead and give us a like. And if you're not already, subscribe
yeah,
and comment. Comment. We want this to be interactive. I'm glad to see we had some more interactiveness this week.
yes,
But yeah, it's love to hear about it. Things like we got the holidays coming up. What are your holiday traditions? Those are some really good things. We want to know what your relationships are. We've already asked that. So, let us know, are you single? Are you married? How long have you been married? Are you just living together in sin? So,
cool,
you know.
yeah. And all that fun stuff. All right, thank you guys so much
Oh,
for
you know
joining.
what else we need to do?
Hmm.
Send us pictures of your pets.
Oh,
I'd like to
now
see
that would be
what kind
fun.
of pets everybody has.
Yeah, we could call it "What's in Your Pet Box."
No, we can't.
Yeah, but no, that would be really cool. I would love that. So yeah, send us pictures of your pets. I know somebody who has a couple kitties that we'd get lots of pics from. But all right.
Oh, by the way, the kittens were actually out on the deck yesterday.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You never really told us about that.
Well, a few weeks ago we found I always check the garage every night because one time I didn't check the garage and the garage door was left open because Sean was doing like yard work or something and the garage
Mhm.
door never got so somebody could have come in and killed us. So every night I have to make sure the garage door is down even though no one's been in the garage.
Yeah.
And I opened the garage door and there were three kittens on the ground and they saw me and they ran. I was like, "Oh my God, we have kittens." And so Sean's like, "Oh, okay, sure we do." And then a few days later, I caught them right next to the garage door from
Mm.
the house, and I filmed it and sent it to Sean. He goes, "Oh, I guess we have kittens." And then yesterday we saw them, two of them on the deck with the mother. So at least we know
Oh,
who the mother is now.
yeah.
Some whore because she's
Not
not
one
one
of
of
your
our
regulars.
regulars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, still, I guess you're in the
Did you
cat
want
house now.
did you want some kittens?
Uh, no thanks. We finally got the ones here adopted, and most of the cats around here are finally, I think most of them are fixed. I think there's a couple boys that aren't, but they're like not doing anything. They just hide under the house, so that's fine. But yeah, so our cat population's cut down a lot, thankfully.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Well, we will catch you next week. And don't forget, chubsgonewild@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Bye.
Bye.
A network of inclusion.
UnivazPods.net.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network.
This has been a For Fuck's Sake production.